Hi, hello guys, this is Vijay, chemist lecturer from Alibaug Junior College. And as you know that we have started our NEET series. Based on that we are discussing about NEET chemistry and NEET biology. And in that category today we are going to discuss about NEET chemistry unit 2 atomic structure in detail. Let's start. Okay, now let us talk about the permitted combination of N, L and ML or MR. Let us talk about the combination of these three quantum number, principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number and the third one, that is magnetic quantum number. How far it is correlated with each other, how could be expressed by this. Okay, so let us talk about this value for N value, let us write. Similarly value for L value, that is nothing but azimuthal quantum number. Similarly value for ML, that is nothing but magnetic quantum number. Let us write the subcells, how many subcells are present or the designation of the subcell. Next talking about number of orbitals. Okay, so let us talk about this in detail. N value, say for example N value, that is 1, first level. Now principal quantum number are also called as K. No. So this first principal quantum number value for L, the value for L for the value of N, that is always 0, and value for ML, see the value of L 0, that is always equal to the value of ML, that is also 0. Okay, as we know that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 0 stands for s orbital, 1 stands for p orbital, 2 stands for d orbital, and 3 stands for f orbital, and 4 stands for g orbital, and 5 stands for h orbital. Okay, so applying this designation for this each subcell, here we are going to write number of subcells, that is 0 only. So designation for the subcell, that is S, and we are talking about principal quantum number value is 1. So we are writing 1s. We are going to write 1s. Okay, and this 1s which contain number of orbitals are present here 1. Only one orbital is present. Next, talking for this value of N, that is 2. K cell over, now we are talking about L cell, KLMN. Value for L has here two values, 0 and 1. Two values are there. Okay, so now let us talk about the N value, principal quantum number 2, that is L cell, and the value for L are 0 and 1. Okay, 0 that stands for always s orbital, and 1 that always stands for p orbital. Okay, and in s orbital you see we are going to write for 2s because we are mentioning here the second orbital, principal quantum number 2, that is 2s and 2p. Okay, yes. Now we could describe this in detail for ML value for this L value is 0, ML value is also 0, that is always 0. Talking about this p orbital, already we discussed about that p orbital having 3 different subcells. So p orbital may have -1, 0 and +1. 3 subcells are there. Yes, previously we discussed about this. And here you see 1, 2, 3 and 4. How many orbitals are present? This value is entire value for the principal quantum number 2. Principal quantum number N value is 2. It has the L value 0 and 1, and the value for ML, that is 0, that stands for this 0 value, and -1, 0, +1, that stands for the value of 1. That means what here? How many suborbitals are present? How many subcells are present? There are 2 subcells are present. Talking about number of orbitals, you see number of orbitals here, the 0 is said to be 1 orbital and here 3 orbitals are there, 3 plus 1 total 1 plus 3, that is equal to 4 sub number of orbitals are present. 4 orbitals are present, number of orbitals are 4. Similarly, talking about number 3, now n value that is equal to 3 KLM, and here L value starts from 0, 1 and 2, okay, and 0 value for ML value always 0, yes, and 1 value for ML value, 1 value for ML value just now we have written here minus 1, 0, plus 1, and 2 stands for what? D orbital. D orbital always shows that 5 suborbitals, that means minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1 and plus 2. So total 5 suborbitals are present. And here we are going to write for 3s, that stands for the 0. Now the 3s value for the 0, that is 3s, and this stands for P and this stands for D. So this is said to be 3P and this is said to be 3D. 3s, 3P and 3D. Now overall, talking about the number of orbitals. Number of orbitals, let us count here one by one. First 3s stands for 0, that is number of orbitals 1, and 3p stands for 3, 3 plus 1 4, and D orbital D which has 5 subcells, so 4 plus 5 9 number of orbitals are present. 9 orbitals are present for the value of principal quantum number 3, okay, n value. So this is, by this way we can have the link between the value of n principal quantum number, the value of L azimuthal quantum number, and the value of ML magnetic quantum number, okay. So by this way we can explain the permitted combination of n, L and ML values. Next quantum number, that is spin quantum number. Spin quantum number, the fourth quantum number, that is called spin quantum number. Let us talk about this in detail. Okay, spin quantum number. The spin quantum number could be denoted by the letter small m and s, okay. So this is a letter we are denoting for as a symbol for the spin quantum number. Talking about this spin quantum number, it is observed that the electron in an atom, it is not only revolving around the nucleus, but it is also undergoing for spinning around a own axis, its own axis. Say for example, in the year 1925, so George, who proposed that the fourth type of this quantum number, which is also called as electron spin quantum number, and these quantum numbers describing about the spin orientation of the electron, it is denoted by the letter small m and s. Now talking about how these electrons are undergoing for the spin orientation. Say for example, the electron can spin in only 2 ways. Either it could be able to spin in a clockwise manner, and also it could be able to spin for anti-clockwise manner, okay. So these quantum number can take only 2 values. The 2 values are plus 1 by 2 or plus minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2, that is nothing but spinning of the electron in the clockwise direction or spinning of the electron in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, this quantum number has the value that could be depending upon the values of other 3 quantum number. How far these other 3 quantum numbers are interlinked with this, by that way the values of the spin quantum number could be able to change. Usually we are going to denote a symbol for the clockwise and anti-clockwise direction of the movement of this electron, spinning of this electron. These 2 orientations could be shown by a small symbol called an arrow mark which shows upwards, an arrow mark which shows downwards. So instead of giving the number of this ms value of plus 1 by 2 or minus 1 by 2, that 2 orientations are usually designed or designated by these arrow marks which is pointing towards. The arrow mark which is pointing towards upwards, that is called the electron which is spinning clockwise, or the next one that is said to be electron which is spinning anti-clockwise. And for finding of this spin angular momentum, we have a formula. So using this formula we could able to find the spin angular momentum. So that is nothing but h by 2 pi square root of s into s plus 1. Okay, so h by 2 pi into square root of s into s plus 1. By using this formula we can able to find the spin momentum of the electron, whether it is spinning clockwise or the anti-clockwise. So this two spin of the electron could be described by this small picture. This could explain about the spinning of electron towards anti-clockwise, and this could explain about the spinning of the electron towards the clockwise direction. So by this way we can explain it. Let us discuss in detail about all these 4 quantum numbers that could be summarized in a simple tabular column. Okay, so let us write in detail. So name of the quantum number first. What are the name of this quantum number? One is called principal quantum number, second one is called azimuthal, and third one is called magnetic quantum number, and fourth one that is called spin quantum number. 4 types of the quantum numbers. Talking about the symbol, what are the symbol used for denoting this principal quantum number? We are using small n as a symbol for denoting this principal quantum number, and azimuthal quantum number we are using small l, and magnetic quantum number small m and l, and spin quantum number m and small s. So these are the symbol we are using to denote for these 4 types of this quantum number. Now what information we are gaining? Information gaining by learning of these 4 types of quantum numbers. Let us see one by one. Principal quantum number, that could be able to explain as the meaning of shell or the orbit, shell or orbit. And azimuthal quantum number, that could explain about subshells. Yes, subshells. In each cell how many subshells are present, that could be explained by azimuthal quantum number. And magnetic quantum number could explain about orbital. What is the meaning of orbital and what are the different types of orbital? Now SPDF, different type of orbitals. Spin quantum number, that could explain about the spin orientation of the electron. The electrons are undergoing for the spin orientation. Yes. No, the clockwise direction and anti-clockwise direction. Now permitted values for each. Let us see one by one. Principal quantum number, that has the permitted value which starts from 1, 2, 3, 4 and goes on. That could be described by denoting the symbol as well, KL, MN, etc. Azimuthal quantum number, here we are using the permitted values. Usually it starts from 0, say 1, 2, 3, 4 and goes on. That is a value for azimuthal quantum number. Talking about this magnetic quantum number value starts from negative 1, 0 and positive 1. It goes on. It may increase either this or that side based on the number of cells present. So this could be described by this negative value, 0 and positive value. And spin orientation also similarly, negative value 1 by 2 and positive value 1 by 2. Now clockwise direction and anti-clockwise direction of the electron. So by this way we can explain in detail about all these 4 types of quantum numbers. Let us talk about the next topic. Okay, this next topic we are going to discuss about Pauli's exclusion principle. What actually this principle explaining about? Okay, according to this principle, you see, there are no 2 electrons in an atom which can have same values of all the 4 quantum numbers. If you take any 2 electrons present in an atom, and there are no 2 electrons that could show the similar values, same value of all the 4 quantum numbers, either one or the 2 quantum numbers may vary. How it is possible? Let us discuss in detail. So this principle, can be easily understand by showing this, with the examples. We have learned already that an orbital that is specified by 3 quantum numbers only. An orbital that is described by N, L and ML. These are the 3 quantum numbers. Okay. That means what? Principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number and magnetic quantum number. And the electrons present in an orbital must have the same values of N, L, M. It follows that it can have 2 values of S as either plus 1 by 2 or minus 1 by 2. In other words, we can explain in detail. An orbital can have at the most 2 electrons that could be provided with spin quantum numbers are different. Say for example, KSL we will take, considering for KSL. So in KSL you see N is equal to what? 1. It will have one value of L, means L is equal to what? 0. Next, talking about the value of ML value, that is also 0. Now magnetic quantum number. But it should have either of the 2 values of this S. That may be what? Like plus 1 by 2 or minus 1 by 2. That means N is equal to 1, L is equal to 0, ML is equal to 0, and N, that spin value. Spin is equal to what? 1 by 2, plus 1 by 2. And similarly, if you write in the another format, N is equal to 1, L is equal to 0, ML is equal to 0, and S is equal to either of plus 1 by 2 or minus 1 by 2 spin value. This could explain that out of these 2, any one we are going to describe for 1 electron, talking about the electron could spin for 2 different positions, like one is like anti-clockwise and other one is like clockwise. So this will explain about very clearly that there are no 2 electrons in an atom that can have same values for all the 4 quantums. You can see that all the 4 quantum numbers are not similar. Okay. So this is about Pauli's exclusion principle. This leads to a conclusion that an orbital can have maximum number of 2 electrons, and this Pauli's exclusion principle also explaining about that an orbital can contain maximum of 2 electrons. So this is about the Pauli's exclusion principle. So far, guys, we have discussed a few topics from this unit 2 atomic structure in detail, and this particular chapter we will continue with one more video. Until then, thank you guys.